Hi, all of you. So let's today's class. Let's move to methods. Now, immediately add static void main. Now select this as an entry point. Always make it as a habit. Whatever program you are doing, after coming to that, add static void main and change that entry point. Now, what are the use of methods? Till now, we are having only one method, that is called static void main. This is also one method only, but this method name is main. Because of that, this become as an entry point. This method name is main. Because of that, it we are calling this as an entry point for our program. But this is also one method only. This is also one method only where we are going to write. But already we are writing everything inside main. Then what is the point of creating one more method? What is the point of creating one more method? Two things are there. Suppose if you are having, suppose if you are having a huge, if you are having a huge traffic, or else we can say if you are having a huge code to write in the static void main, then this is not a good practice to write the whole thing inside this main. Why? Maybe when you are implementing the code, it will be easy to understand all those things. But when you people are after 5 years or 10 years, if some maintenance purpose or some add-on purpose that project same you only wants to access, that is very difficult to understand, because those much of huge number of lines very difficult to understand, even for you or for others also. So instead of writing large code blocks into one area, we can divide that into small code blocks based on their work, based on their role. We can divide that into small code blocks is called as methods. Suppose in database I want to save the data. In database I want to update the data. In database I want to delete the data. In database I want to get all the data. In database from the database I want to get a specific record. See, so many concepts are there. If you want all those concepts, you can write it under main only. But I don't want to write everything under this main. So maybe when I'm writing, that concept is very interesting, so I will write everything in main. But later, if someone came, sorry, if update is not working properly, means if I want to check that update functionality only, I have to first take more time to set where that update method code is written. Where that update method code is written. That means maintenance will be more difficult when you wrote everything inside main. And suppose after deposit you want to you want to know the balance, or after withdraw you want to know the balance, or suddenly you want to know your balance. So what you people are doing, you people are trying to you people are trying to access, how you can say, you people are trying to access that particular set of code which will return the balance many times. I don't want to do that. Suppose here everything you wrote one side only, one area only. Deposit you did and withdraw you did. This is withdraw code. and this is deposit code, and this is, for example, checkbook related code. Like that, so much of code we are writing, but after doing all this work, you want to know your balance. Know your balance, or here, know your balance. So same work I am going to do many times. The same work I'm going to do many times. So know your balance related code is, let's imagine 20 lines of code. This 20 lines of code, here I have to write, here I have to write, here I have to write. I don't want to write that same code repeatedly. So in that case, what I'm doing, remove that code, place it in somewhere called method, create a new method, and in that method you implement that code, and wherever you want to know your balance, everywhere you call that method instead of writing that 20 lines, you call that method. So what will happen, that method is going to execute here and it will shows the balance. See how easy it is. Instead of writing 60 lines, one that 20 lines are kept in a separate method, and wherever I want to call, I'm calling that. That means to avoid the repetition of code also, I'm going to use methods. So two main reasons why I have to depend upon methods. First reason, to break larger code blocks into small units, I have to use methods. Second one, to avoid the repetition of code, I'm using methods. To avoid the repetition of code, I'm using methods. So how to write a method? Same like this. See? Same like this. But this method name I want to give some other. Hello. Because already main is there, right? Hello. So this method is called as static method. So whatever methods you are writing, that methods may be a static method or a normal method also. This is a normal method. The down one is a static method. Just here, just I want to give a quick difference between these two, but in detail in static concept I will explain. Console.writeLine. I am in hello method, and sorry, I am in hi method, and here console.writeLine. I am in hello method. Two methods I implemented, and here console.writeLine. I am in main method. Anyone, any guesses what will be the output of my program? Earlier, if main is there, then I mean main method it will shows. I know that. But now, is there any change or same output? Is there any change in output, or it will print the same? I mean main method.
I am in main method because main should be the entry point.
Then before that main, already hi and hello we wrote, right? That means it won't execute that hi and hello, right?
Yes.
Others, yes, the output will be I mean main method only. So why it is showing main? Because main before already we wrote these many things. Let me run this first. See, I mean main method output it is showing. Why it is showing only main method? Before main method, I gave hi method and hello method. So these are called as method body. And this is also another method body. So whether you are writing method body or not is not an important, but from where you are calling that method is an important. From where you are calling that method is an important. Suppose I'm calling this hello method here. So this is called as method calling. So where you put your method body is not an important. From where you are calling, that means other than this main method, any number of methods you want you can create, but there should be some relation in between that method and this main. So here I'm calling. So my output will be I'm in main method first. After that only I'm in hello method. If you want, you can run. I'm in main method first. After that only I'm in hello method. It's going to show. Okay. Now everything is showing properly. Good. Then high method everything. Now if you observe, this main is what, a static method. This hello is what, this is also a static method. So the point here is a static method can access another or can call another static method directly. Okay, but a static method can call a normal method by creating an object of that class where that normal that normal method is placed. See, if you are in static method, a static method can call another static method directly. But a static method can call normal method by creating an object of that class where that normal method is placed. That means where your method is placed, go to top, your method is placed in this class, right? So come down, create an object for that method demo. Then with the help of that obj, you can call your high method. That is the difference between these two. If it is a static method, you can call directly. If it is a normal method, then you can call like this. Whether if it is in the same class or outer class, whatever it may be, but you can call like this. Okay. I will discuss more on this type of methods later in OOPS concept. But a method can be normal method, a method can be static method. If it is a static method, you can call directly. If it is a normal method, then you have to create an object for that class where that method is available. Then you have to call. Now run first main, after hello, after hi. Yes. Any questions from anyone?
Ma'am, can you explain the last part again? Like the methods demo one object, how we are calling that?
So this is my normal method. This normal method is available in which class? Which class? This class, right? For that class, you have to create an object, and with the help of that object, we can call. Don't worry about this syntax, because in object-oriented programming, first concept is object creation only. Okay, so keep remember only one point at this stage, only one point you should remember. If it is a normal method in a class, if you are having a normal method, this is normal method. How you are saying this as a normal method? Before this we are not having static, that means it's a normal method. So if I want to call a normal method from any static method, then that normal method is available in which class? For that class, you have to create an object. For that class, you have to create an object, and with the help of that object, you can call that normal method. That's it. Okay, but don't worry, this syntax, maybe day after tomorrow, we are going to explain, we are going to discuss that in detail. Okay, so don't worry about that. Next. So we discussed console.write and all these things we discussed. Now let's move more on that. And I don't want to concentrate on normal methods. So leave that. Let's discuss more on methods. See, whatever methods definitions I'm saying here, all these are common, whether it is a static method or a normal method. Method demo. Now, suppose when I run this program, I'm in main method because I'm not calling that, so it won't. So I'm calling this hello method here. So obviously my output will be I'm in hello method. Sorry, I'm in main method. After that, I'm in hello method will display. That is okay. Now I'm writing one more method. Static void hi. And this is taking some name. And console.writeLine. I want to print. Let's now this name is called as parameter. This name here name is called as parameter, and scope of this, see again I'm saying whatever today and tomorrow I'm saying, I'm going to ask these questions continuous throughout the session. Okay, so anyone it's not clear, please ask. Here name is called as parameter. Scope of this parameter or scope of this name is within this method. Within this method. That means, can I print the same message in hello? You can't. Why? It will throw an error that I don't know what is this name. It will throw an error that I don't know what is this name. Okay. So the scope of that particular variable is, or the scope of that particular parameter is within that method only. Outside the method, you can't use that. Now, hello, hi, main, everything is there. Now, I want to call that hello, or I want to call that hi. So when I'm trying to call that hi, I can't give this as an empty because that method is taking some parameter. Obviously, you have to pass that parameter. Then only that output will work. Right? So what type of data you have to pass? How do you know? Here it will shows. It is expecting a parameter which is of string type. That means double quote any data you can pass. That's it. In double quotes, any data you can pass. So the output will be hi Vamsi in this place. Now I'm in main method. I'm in hello method. Hi Vamsi. See, all are showing proper. That means if you want, you can pass some data to that method. So one important point about this is a method can take any number of parameters. Yes, here in this high method is taking only one string type of parameter. I'm writing one more static void add of int a comma int b. Here how many parameters it is taking? 2. Console.writeLine addition equal to plus a plus b. I'm showing the output of that. Now if I want to call that add method, add of whatever values you want, you can pass. And there is no rule that every time you only once you have to call. No, any number of times you can. See, any number of times with different values you can. Even not only that, high also you can pass with any other type of data also. With any other type of data also. Now run. See, it is showing that addition and it is also showing high Vamsi and high Sumi. That means if you create a method, that method can be implemented by passing different type of value. And a method can take any number of parameters or any type of parameter. Any number of parameters or any type of parameter. Again, I'm saying anyone are not able to understand, please ask. Next. Suppose I'm creating one more method. This time static void string name int a string course. 3 parameters it is taking. Okay, then console.writeLine dollar hello name you are selected course. I'm showing some message. Now I want to call that method test. Now what it is showing? It is showing you have to pass the data. You have to pass the data first string after integer after string. It's not asking about parameter names. It is asking you should pass the data in that order only. That means government put some rule. First you have to finish 7th standard, after 10th, after the this like that some order they set. No, no, first I will finish my graduation, after that I will finish 7th means it won't. Right here also, if you want to call that method, then you have to pass the data in that order. Let's pass the data. Sony is 10, 11, comma, course is Oracle. Course is Oracle. I passed all this data. Now, I can pass all this data. When I'm passing the wrong order, suppose I will pass SQL Server first, comma, RAM next, after that 11 next. It will throw errors. So let's run the program. Actually, it's throwing, but let's run the program. It is throwing error. What is the error it is showing? Argument 2 cannot convert from string to integer. Argument 3 cannot convert from int to string. Because second parameter should be number, you are passing string. Third parameter, but you are passing number. That means when I am calling the method, in which order it is taking, in that order only I have to pass means exactly no. But if you are not following that, then this is not the correct syntax. See, when you are calling that method, the order exactly same how that method is taking. No, ma'am, I want to change that order means yes, you can change. But for that, this is not the syntax. Then that syntax is called as named argument. Then this is what course, right? Give the name of that. This is what name, right? Give the name of that. And this is A. Give the A. That's it. In this case, this is valid. In this case, this is valid. Now run. See, Sony, you are selected Oracle course, and Hello Ram, you are selected SQL Server. Both are coming proper. So, when you want to change the order, you can change, but using named argument syntax. Anyone not clear, please ask. I'm moving to next. Next. Let's right click on this. Add a class. Now, reminding them closely. Now, when I type console dot write line, when I open the bracket, here, if you observe what it is showing, it is saying that 19 overloaded syntaxes are there. Not only that, when I'm giving convert.to int 32, then what it is saying, 19 overloaded syntaxes are there. Not only that, whatever method you take, everything it is saying overloaded syntax. What is this overloading? This is also very, very important. Method overloading. First, let me give one scenario. Calculator is there. So here I want to add two numbers, 89 plus 38. It is showing the output. Now I want to add little bigger values. Plus, earlier we don't know all those things, but we can easily understand this is a long value. This is an integer, or you can call it as it is a short value, but this is a long value, right? That means what is happening, even if I want to add small numbers, I'm using this plus. Even if I want to add more lengthy values also, I'm using the same plus. Not only that, if I want to add some decimals also, I'm using this plus only. If you observe, the same plus symbol is doing or is adding different type of numbers. The same plus symbol is going to add different type of numbers, isn't it? So how this is possible? How this is possible? This is possible with the help of, this is possible with the help of method overloading. That means if this calculator people said, no, if you want to add decimals, then use another plus symbol. Or if you want to add long values, use another plus symbol. Like that, more plus symbols if they gave, for us it's very difficult to understand which I have to click. right? But instead of that, they had given only one plus symbol to add numbers, to add long values, to add decimals also. Because of that, my usage becomes so easy. Then internally, is it calling multiple methods? Yes, that's what here also. When I'm typing, see, when I'm having integer a and string name equal to Ram and integer a equal to 10, something I gave like this. Now, if I want to print this a value, when I open this bracket, what it is showing 19 overloaded syntaxes are there. Let me print that a value. When I'm giving a, which code is highlighted? Integer value taking right line is highlighted. Okay. So in the same way, here also console dot right line. When I open this bracket, 19 overloaded versions are there. Once I started giving that name, then which one is highlighting? String value is highlighting. That means this right line is not a single method. It's 19 methods. But for those 19 methods, what we gave only single name, right line. If you want, go to definition. See how many right lines are there? Total 19 right lines are there. Each one is having different type of value or different number of values. Here two are same, but some other it's taking. So right line is a method which is having 19 syntaxes. Depends upon what value you are passing. Based on that, the corresponding right line method is going to invoke. First I passed an integer, then this method is invoked. If you won't believe that also, see, when I right click, go to definition, which right line is invoked? 1129, which is taking an integer is highlighted, right? Now again I'm going back. If I right click on this right line, go to definition, see this time which one? 1196 code is highlighted, which is taking a string value. That means right line is not a single method. It's a overloaded method which can handle all types of data to print. In the same way, I want I want some add method. I want some add method which can add two numbers, which can add three numbers, which can add four numbers, which can add five numbers also, or which can add float values also. How I have to do that? By using method overloading. What is method overloading? In a class, if if more than one method is having the same name with different type of parameters or a different type of parameters or different number of parameters or different order of parameters, then that is called as method overload. That means what? Let's see. Public void add. It is taking two integers, int a comma int b. Now console.writeline addition equal to plus a plus b, a plus b. So if I want to do two numbers addition, then I'm using this. And if I want to do three numbers, a, b, c, int c, and here also I have to give plus c. So here this method, how many parameters it is taking? Two parameters. That too two integer parameters it is taking, right? Here, how many parameters it is taking? Three parameters, three integer parameters it is taking. Three integer parameters it is taking. So here the number of parameters is 2, here the number of parameters is 3. So different number of parameters. Then for that you can give same name. In a class, if more than one method is having the same name, yes, same name. But with a different number. Different type means what? I'm going to create one more method. Public void add float a comma float b. Float b. Now this is also valid one. Why? Because here it is taking two parameters, but type is different. Now which method is going to invoke? When you are calling add of, what type of parameters you are passing, according to that the corresponding method is going to invoke. Here which method? This method is going to call. This method is going to call. Add is not addition. Now if you are passing any decimal values, or if you are passing three values, then the third method is going to invoke. Right? This is that. This is that. Yes. Now, when I am selecting this, you are passing three parameters, right? Which method is taking three? Why it is doing that? Okay. Static. Now, when I run this, see, the first one addition and the second one addition both are showing. First one addition, second one addition, both are shown like that. Okay. So depends upon what type of parameters you are passing. Based on that, the corresponding method is going to invoke. This is called as method overloading. In a class, if more than one method is having the same name with different number of parameters, or different type of parameters, or different order of parameters, that concept is called as method overload. Because of this method overloading only one write line method is going to print a different type of data. Not only that, many examples are there. Because of that, right, best example, calculator only. Only one plus is doing all the type of numbers addition, but actually internally what type of data you are passing, based on that the corresponding method is going to invoke. Clear? Or any questions? This is commonly asked interview question. What is method overloading? Method overriding is different. Method overloading is different. We are discussing only method overloading. Method overriding I will discuss in polymorphism concept. Clear? Okay. Try to practice all these things. We will discuss next methods concept in tomorrow's class. Max tomorrow's class. We will finish this, and day after tomorrow we will move to OOPS concept.